So guys, today back for another video on the channel. Today we have the Newcastle United versus Crystal Palace preview. A massive game at St James's Park on Saturday. We've got a lot to speak about in today's video. We're going to be looking at Crystal Palace, speaking about Newcastle obviously from yesterday and whatnot. But before I start off the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot if you could do so. Big one on Saturday. I can't wait to get back to St James's Park, get back with the vlogs, and hopefully we can get a win. But we'll have to look at Crystal Palace, we'll have to look at Newcastle, because this is a really interesting game. We've got a lot to speak about. So let's cut the bullshit and let's get straight into it. So then, Crystal Palace, they've had a okay start the season. Not the best at all means, but definitely not the worst. They've had a good start of the season. They are sitting 13th in the league at the minute, but they've got some really good players in their side, and they've got a really dangerous attack and a dangerous team going. We'll start off with the main talking point at the minute. Wilfried Zaha has been performing massively for Crystal Palace recently. 4 goals already this season. Done really well. Eze's came back to the team after his injury. He's done extremely well. Their new signing to Colvey, he looks like a monster in that midfield. Mateta can get a goal in him. At least you've got Jeffrey Slupp, who's a very versatile player. Very two good centre backs in Gehi and Anderson. But overall, Palace have got a good this season. They've had a really good season last season, first season under Patrick Vieira, second season syndrome with the new manager. I can't see that affecting them. They've had a really good start. They obviously were beating, they were beating Man City 2-0, but they beat Aston Villa. They drew to Liverpool as well, obviously, but only on Tuesday got beat to Brentford. And one thing I want to speak about is they've had an extra day's rest, the Newcastle, for this game, which will play an effect. Absolutely, of course it will. They've got an extra day to prepare for it, but obviously conceding late against Brentford, could have got them 3 points, could have got that win at Selhurst Park. They're looking, obviously, it's hard to judge their away form so far this season when they've literally played Liverpool, Man City away from home. You can't really judge their away form so far this season, but going to St James's Park will be a tough game for them. Over the years against Crystal Palace, there's literally only been 1 goal in it. It's been 1-0 Newcastle or 1-0 Palace from recent memories. So I am actually expecting a game like that. I think Palace will come to the game be a little bit more reserved than Newcastle. Obviously at home, obviously it's St James's Park, but I think there will be a little bit more reserved, a little bit more sit back. But when they get on the break, they are dangerous. Eze, Zaha, Elise, Slupp, they've got so much pace going forward. It's so scary off the counter attacks, and that's what Palace use to their advantages, to get the ball to Zaha, get him forward and not more. But it will be a tough one. It really will be 100%. You look at the team that they started against Brentford, what you would really expect, to be honest. But it's such a hard one to judge. It really is. You look at the starting 11, it's a good team. It's a really good team, and against that Brentford side, should have won when you look at the Brentford team. But I think Palace will be fine this season. They will come to St James's Park, as I mentioned before, a little bit more reserved, a little bit bad, but as soon as they get on the break, that's when they're going to be dangerous. Zaha is their main man at the minute. 4 goals already this season. They will have to use his pace and whatnot so much. That's why he's the most fouled player in Europe. It's because he's so elegant on the ball and whatnot that he just glides past players, and players have got to force him down. But obviously, I'm guessing Zaha will probably get booed. He gets booed in every stadium he goes in. But we'll have to just hope that he has an off day at St James's Park on Saturday. But it's one of them. You can't really judge how he's really going to play. It's going to be an awkward and a weird one, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Let's speak about Newcastle. The day after the Liverpool game, calmed a bit more down now. I'm still obviously fuming at it, but it's done. It's done and dusted. We can't change it. We've got to just move on, I guess. We're literally can't do anything now. Pointless whinging on about it. We've got a massive game on Saturday. The thing is, with that defeat, I'm scared in case it affects the momentum and the whole belief in the squad. I don't think it will, but you don't know that. There's so many teams that have a good run, and a massive dig like that, it's not just a little, oh, we got beat at Liverpool. The matter we got beat against Liverpool, will that affect the players? I'm from injuries and whatnot, but it doesn't look like Max is going to be back, Bruno's going to be back. We don't know that yet at the minute, but you kind of judge. So I'm guessing we're going to arguably play quite a similar team that we did against Liverpool 3 days prior to the game on Palace. So a lot of these players, look at Joe Willock's probably going to start again. He started every game this season, basically played every minute without getting substituted off in the odd time and whatnot. But players are going to start getting tired. Like Almiron, he's been playing every game and he's working his socks off. Players are playing a lot of games and it's going to be tough. Obviously, the Palace playing on the Tuesday, massive advantage, absolutely massive. Obviously, we had the day extra to prepare for Wolves, didn't pay off. Now look at it, we've got the disadvantages for having that. One less day in training can be the difference. One rest day, one less session at the gym or doing a bit of running can affect you. It's the little things like that can affect you. But I'm hoping that the boys can stick together, stay united and hopefully do something. I don't want to mention too much about my predicted team. Obviously that video will be out tomorrow, but it's such a tough one to judge. Obviously against Liverpool we were really, really good. Isaac, what a boy, what a goal, and he looks world class. Hopefully he's fine, because I think Eddie Howe mentioned a slight niggle on him, but he should be fine. But as I mentioned before, loads of players are playing games, a lot of games, and they're most likely going to be playing again on Saturday, so it's going to be one of them. We've got a little bit of a rest. We've got a week until West Ham, but that's when apparently when Bruno and Maxi could be coming back. Not quite Wilson, but we'll have to wait and see. It's such a tough one to predict how we're going to come into the game, who's actually going to play and whatnot, but we'll have to wait and see. If I've got to give a prediction, I'm going to stick to what I said at the start of the video, where I can only say being one goal, and the recent factors is it's either 1-0 Palace or 1-0 Newcastle, and I've got to stay positive. We look very good against Liverpool. We're at home, we're going to get behind the team. I am going to go with a 1-0 Newcastle. Miggy loves a goal against Palace, so we'll go with Miggy to get the goal. I'd love to say that yet again. It'll be, what, 3 seasons in a row? 2 seasons? No, 2 of the last 3 seasons he scored against Palace, and both being the winner, so hopefully he can do the same. But that's the end of the preview, boys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot if you could do so. And yeah, boys, I'll see you all for the predicted team on tomorrow, and then the vlog on Saturday. Hopefully Newcastle United can get back to winning ways and get another 3 points. How are you, the lads?